What's up, you guys? It's your girl Pipsicle, and I'm just going to kind of show you how to navigate TradingView. There's another tutorial for a more in-depth setup. This is just on how to navigate it. So when you type in TradingView, this is what's going to pop up. A lot of times this is here. It might confuse you. It might be in the way. You might not like it. If you don't like it, you just click the magnifying glass and it disappears. All right, so you guys are like, well, how do I get to where I need to go? Click Forex. There's more than one way to do this, but I'm just showing you this way, okay? I want to look at USD JPY, so I'm going to click on that. And what I want is I want the chart, okay? This is giving me stats and information, but I want the chart. So I'm going to click Interactive Chart. Once you click that, your chart's going to load. I'm going to get rid of that again because I hate looking at it. And boom, your chart pops up. Now, as you can see, I've already drawn on this, okay? So don't let that worry you. What I want to explain to you first is time frames, okay? The majority of you are going to end up using a 1 hour time frame, a 4 hour, a day, and a month, maybe. All right, so whenever you see H1, that stands for hour 1. When you see H4, that stands for hour 4. D1, day 1, right? So right now, what are we on? What does it say? 1D, 1 day. Look, it highlights it for you. Isn't that awesome? All right, so let's go to H4. You guys hear that a lot, right? H4, 4 hours, whatever, right? It all means the same thing. It just means what time frame you're looking at, okay? So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to just give you like a quick example. I'm going to zoom in for you real quick. Let's zoom in up here. All right, so if you're on an H1 time frame, what does that mean again? Hour 1. That means each one of these represents an hour. So right now, if it's 7 o'clock, this is 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3, right? You get the point. It's the same thing with the day, okay? If today's Monday, then you have Sunday, Saturday, or there's usually gaps, actually. Sorry about that. But you have all your days going backwards, okay? So that's what that means. Now, you've got the time frames down. Other than that, I always use the candle chart. I don't tend to use the bar chart. You know, there's options for you, but I like the candle chart. This always pops up right here. Just hit the X, hit hide, and it goes away. All right, a lot of you are like hearing support resistance. Oh my God, what does that mean? I'm going to give you an example, okay? Support. I drew a line here because I noticed there's some support, okay? Think of it like a floor, all right? So let's put an S here for support. It's the floor, okay? And then here I saw some resistance, all right? It's a bad line, please, you know, all you chart wizards. I'm just giving an example. I'm not doing technical analysis, all right? And this is the resistance, okay? So if you thought of this like my house, this is my house, right? Here's my floor or my support. Here's my ceiling or my resistance. Floor, ceiling, support, resistance. Okay? And what that does is it kind of just shows us where the market is hanging out at. You can see I drew a channel here because it's bouncing boop, 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 right up and down like a ping pong ball inside of that channel. You can see it did the same thing here. Up, it crossed through our resistance, but it came back down to support, tried to cross up, hit support, crossed up, and then took off, right? But as you can see, this support really, really held. Our floor was really, really strong right here, okay? Now let's do something, might be another question that people have. I'm just going to highlight this a little bit. All right, they're like, what does bullish and bearish mean? I don't get it. What does that mean? All right, so let me get some colors. I like to use colors because most of you guys see charts like this. So when it's going up, then it is bullish, okay? Let's do another one. Let's change the color. When it is going down, it is bearish, okay? That's what bullish and bearish means. One is up, one is down. Pretty simple. Now, one thing that people really get confused about is they think that going down or they think that bullish is, they think that that's bad. It's not bad in the market. For me, it took me quite some time to wrap my head around the fact that I could sell something that I didn't actually own. right? So you got to get rid of that. What you just have to think of it as trading against each other, okay? You're trading two things against each other. So that's what that's all about. When you hear wick, right, or you hear candlestick, let's give you an example. Let me clear this out just so it's cleaner for you guys. Let's go to another time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. All right. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to zoom in right here. All right, these are candlesticks, okay? When you hear about wicks, you're like, oh my God, what is a wick? That right there, little stick figure thing, that's a wick, the little sticks. See, there's some on the bottom, there's some on the top, there's all different kinds, okay? And they come in all different shapes and sizes. All right, so that's just your basics. That is really all I'm going to do in this video. If you guys have any more questions, if you have something that you want me to explain more in depth, please just ask. Show the love. I really appreciate it. These, again, are very basic. And I'll end with the disclaimer that trading is at your own risk, okay? It does involve real money at some point in your life, but it is the most awesome experience you'll ever have. Thank you, and happy trading.